I am sweating bullets right now. Sweating bullets. I have to go change and clean myself. Oh, I see that. Reset. Oh, kittens. It's very exciting. Wonder if maybe your auntie or your grandmother. Who knows? Who knows? So, in case you missed all the excitement, I managed to trap Sisko at the feeding station. I think she probably has another couple of weeks, another maybe 2 weeks left to go, but she shows up very rarely at the feeding station, and I doubt I would have had another opportunity. So sometimes you just have to take the opportunity you're given. So ideally I would wait till like 5 to 10 days, I think, is the ideal amount of time, because it gives them a couple days to adjust. The good thing about having her longer is that she'll have more good nutrition. She'll have probably another round of deworming, and so that's all really good for her and the kittens. Her she is pretty thin, and so it would be good to fatten her up a little bit. She's pretty small. I don't know if you could see in the cat sandwich, but she's a pretty small cat overall, but also I think fairly thin. All of her nutrition is probably going to the babies. I'll go back through and check. What did I? Look at the cricket. Oh, cricket, you're so darling. Is that your Auntie Sisko? I'll go back and check when she started looking pregnant, and let's see how many times she's been to the feeding station since we started. Whoops, monitoring. Whew, it's totally like a major adrenaline situation, because I don't know her very well, so I actually don't know her at all, so I don't know anything about her, if she's aggressive, if she's, you know, anything. Just don't know her. So hard to say, hard to predict how she's going to react. I know she's been more skittish, but yeah, so I mean the downside to trapping her earlier is that she's going to be, depending on how she handles the stress, it could be, you know, more stressful for her for longer. If she handles the stress, you know, as well as Sloane did, then it's not going to be a horrible thing for her, because she'll be getting good nutrition and deworming and fleas and ear mites, which will make her more comfortable, and she'll have tons of food. So let's see. So I have seen her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. She showed up at the feeding station 7 times in the last 2 months and 3 days. So those odds are not very good. So that's why I got her, because I just her going in the likelihood of her showing up in the first place, and then beyond that actually going into one of the traps. Yeah, she's at 9% probability. So 9% probability of even showing up, let alone going into a trap and getting trapped. So that was kind of like miraculous that it even happened. So Sisko, I think, is around the same age as Sloane. So one of the reasons I think she potentially is related to Sloane is because Cricket looks exactly like Scout. If you look in the list of cats, and Sisko is Scout's daughter. So, I mean, totally fuzzy, non-scientific logic there, but there aren't very many cats that look like Cricket or Scout. In fact, like those are really the only two that look like that. They have very, very similar markings. And we know that Sisko is Scout's daughter, so I should go play the lottery tonight. So this is her second pregnancy in 2015. She was pregnant in March, and we think she had her babies around the 18th of April. Her first set of babies. We have no idea what happened to them, but if she's just getting close to pregnancy or to gestation now, chances are good that they survived. So probably around a year old. She could be like she could be a litter younger than Sloane. She could be a litter older than Sloane. She could be like Sloane's aunt. We don't know. She could be not related at all. I just think it's interesting that Cricket looks so much like Scout, and Scout is Sisko's mom. So there. Ooh. I also got it. I should text anyway. It's been like, so I trapped her and I was so shocked that she and it was in the drop trap, which I love and hate the drop trap because it's good because you can get like she probably would not have gone into one of the regular traps, and so it's good. I trapped her, and both her and Quinn were in there. So when you trap multiple cats, you have to very, very carefully like get one out at a time and then either keep or release. So and there's like extra chaos in there. So the drop trap is probably the most stressful way to trap them. I mean, it definitely is most stressful, particularly when there's another cat in there. So like we had the worst possible start, and then I wanted to make sure that I had fresh forest material so that they smelled as much like the forest as possible. So I didn't like pre-set up the forest because I didn't know when I would be able to catch someone. So I was like racing around in the forest collecting logs and dirt and things, and like I dug up a fern with this tiny little hand shovel, was like cramming it into the car, And then of course, then like the neighbor stops by and is like, I see you here all the time. What are you doing back there? And then I had to like explain as I was like loading like a weird fern and a litter box into my car and like a big bag of dirt. So a drop trap is basically like a 3x3. So it's big. It's 3x3 wire like cage thing that you prop up like this, and it's basically got a stick, and you tie a string to it, and you pull the stick out, and it falls on them. So it's like Roadrunner and Coyote, and it's huge and it's noisy and it's like, but it works for cats that are trap shy. So hi Junie, look at him go. Oh my gosh, like, so anyway, it's like nonstop adrenaline and like sweating and like your heart's pounding, trying to like get all the stuff together and hurry, and like, of course, like I just put out the food, and so I had to pack all that stuff up. And look at Badger. Oh, he's so ferocious right now. Badger, Jimmy, come here. He's sliding around on his back, he's propelling himself upside down to get Jimmy. Oh, I get him like this. Oh, now get her. It's really adorable. Oh, sorry. See, I'm all flaily now. So anyway, so then I'm like, and so I put her in last because I want her to stay in the forest where it smells familiar and everything. It's quiet and she's covered in a blanket, so she was doing fine. So then like ran her into the car and like raced home and had to then unload and assemble the forest. So then, and then you guys saw, some of you saw the unveiling and the, I got Revolution on her, which is great. There's nothing worse than little kittens with just covered in fleas, so hopefully the fleas will be good to go, and that gives her some deworming also, and then I can deworm her again in a couple weeks, 2 weeks. We'll use something like Milbamax to get tapeworms and things like that. Let's see what she's doing right now. So she's been looking out the window the whole time. So it's interesting. So Sloaney, when I let her out, explored the room, did like a couple of laps, and then found a nice corner to hide in. Sisko did like a little bit of frantic exploring and is now just sitting looking out the window. So far she's pretty calm, thank goodness. She's not like digging to try to get out. Sometimes they do that, which is a little bit distressing to watch. Hopefully she will continue to be fairly relaxed considering everything she's been through. So she's about a year old, second litter this year, but it will be her last litter. That's what's important. Just keep in mind, if you're going to watch that she's a feral cat, I will not be able to interact with her at all without causing a great deal of stress. I cannot sedate her in any way because it will harm the babies. If she runs into trouble having her babies, there is nothing I can do, because even if we were to do an emergency C-section, the sedative that we would need to administer because she's feral in order to even get her prepped for surgery is harmful enough to the babies that they would not survive. So we just have to hope and just hope for the best and hope that she's been through it before and she knows what she's doing, and she's gonna be better off than she would have been in the wild. And that may have to be enough for us if something doesn't go as well as it did with Sloane. Went like 100% great at every turn. It's unrealistic to think that's going to happen every time. So we just all need to be prepared to, that it may be difficult to watch at times. That's the disclaimer. Okay. So, okay. Junie's got it. Oh no, it's Badger. Badger's got it trapped. Well, hi, Cricket. You're so cute. Okay, I definitely need like a glass of wine now because that was intense. Oh boy. But I'm super relieved that she got Revolution on. She didn't panic too much. She so far is doing great. And we'll have some time to get to know each other. She did not try to rip my face off. So all things considered, I think we're in good shape. She looks like she's making a move. Oh, she's just turning around. Just watching her on the windowsill. Did you get it, Cricket? Good job. She has lots of different nesting options. I tried to improve on the setup from Sloane based on what the things that I learned. So she has a couple of open-ish areas that I'm hoping will feel protected but give her an escape route, because I think that was maybe a flaw from some of the previous round nests. So we'll see. We'll just see how she settles in, and I think we have a little bit of time. And hopefully a non-feral pregnant mama will come in the next couple weeks, and then we can do the same thing we did with Eve, because that worked out really well, I think. She's up on the webcam, on the cam. If you change where it says Eve to Sisko in the URL, so livestream.com/tinykittens/Sisko, Sisko, you can watch her. Just it's Sisko with a K, not with a C. Name theme is not set yet. They are all Star Trek.
The veterans Cabrera, Longoria, and Loney.
There are many names to choose from. So, but as happened with these guys, they are not Star Trek.
Fans, another opportunity to let you know to vote for the Royals' third baseman, Mike Moustakas.
So open to
Vote Moose.
Suggestions on
And fans, the Royals have formed an alliance with cross-state rival, the Cardinals, to urge both fans to vote for Royals' third baseman, Mike Moustakas, and Cardinals pitcher Carlos Martinez for the All-Star game in Cincinnati. You can cast your selections at Royals.com/vote or on your mobile device by texting A5 for Moustakas or N4 for Martinez to 89269 until voting ends at 3 o'clock on Friday. Do both Missouri teams proud and vote mode today.
All right. Okay.
Cabrera is 0 for 4.
They keep catching it.
Center field deep, came back, and that one is off the wall. Jaso will be held at third base. Blanton laboring here in the 9th inning.
All right.
Well, I'm sure Ned didn't want to go to
All right,
Greg
on
Holland
that
after he
note,
had
I'm
a
gonna
5-run
go
lead in the
try
9th.
to
Holland did
remove
work
some of
yesterday
the
in
sweat.
game 1 of that
Yeah.
split doubleheader, but he is going to bring on Greg now
And it's not.
after Blanton gave up 3 hits to the 4
I like
batters
that,
that he
like,
faced.
3:45 or something.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Blanton. This is a little bit too much in the middle of the plate.
All right. You guys are cute. You're so cute. You're so cute. You need it on. I think it turns off automatically. I'll come snuggle you more later. Thanks. Oh, look. Oh, it was working. Thank you guys for watching. I will check in. Oh my goodness, no, we can't leave this here. No, I don't got your toes. But Katie was trying to escape. So naughty. So naughty. Alright, now